Oh shit, that old man Lucy can kick some ass. In this episode, like last week, it started off slow as shit. Anyway, Luffy, he went ahead and applied for the tournament, right? And he's Frankie, he tells him, he said, yo, stay low key. We don't want to draw any attention. And to be honest, this tournament is great for Luffy. Not just in terms of, just fighting and getting the Devil Fruit and all that other dumb shit. The simple fact that the Don Quixote members are going to be in there. Those are people they can fuck up and get a fair fight with, or a semi-fair fight with, that they don't have to worry about getting ganged up. Well, I don't know about getting ganged. I mean, other than people in the tournament. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if they would have just went at Doflamingo, they had to fight against the whole Don Quixote family, together. But with them being in the tournament, he could take his time. Somebody else might take him out. That'll get rid of, 4 members of the Don Quixote family without even having to go at, Doflamingo right ahead, right up front. So that's a good thing for them where, okay, you finish the tournament, then we take it to Doflamingo, and he's already 4 or 5 members down in the Don Quixote family. So that kind of works out. So that was a good idea to, to do. Frankie, he tells him stay low key. Luffy goes ahead and put his name on the sheet, and he says Luffy, and Frankie punches him in the back of his head, like he damn near knocks his brain into the front of his skull. His eyeballs came out his head and everything else. So it said, I'm thinking he already wrote L-U. You see what I'm saying? Like, because he said he started spelling out his name or sounding out his name. I'm thinking he put L-U, and since Frankie busted him outside his head, he said, let me go ahead, since I already got the L-U, we're going to put Lucy there instead of Luffy, because that's what he was getting ready to put. So I'm thinking that's where he got Lucy from, was the fact that he already put the L-U there, and he got Lucy. Anyway, we cut back to my man Sanji, and like I said, this guy, his parts are just slow as shit. The pacing is just fucked up. They walk in, they show him stop. He starts looking at the ground, and girl comes back. Dumb shit. I mean, and it's just taking a long time. Stuff that I really don't want to see. I don't think anybody else wants to see. Comes back, grabs his hand. Sanji feel like he's in love. I mean, just mopey shit. And that thing took a while for that, Like, they really took a long while on it. Like, hurry up and get to the good shit. So he's moping and shit like that. We cut back to Luffy. Now, this is where it gets interesting, and the pacing picks up. That's why I think this episode is better than last week. We go into these the little. It's like a room where they have the contestants, I want to say, or the combatants in the tournament, and you see people training and whatnot. One guy's on the punching bag, bigger dude. I mean, this motherfucker big as shit. He comes in, he said, get the fuck off the punching bag, I'm in here now. So they're looking at Luffy, right? And everybody's like, what the fuck is this old man doing? Matter of fact, we should call him, oh, damn, sorry, my bad. Frankie was talking to the toy soldier trying to get some information about him, about the Don Quixote family from him. So that thing's in play. Luffy's in the tournament, and some of the people, like the toy, thought that Luffy was old. Some of the people in some of the combatants think he's old. And what the fuck is this old man doing? And they're laughing and they're mad at the same time. They feel disrespected because they're like, who the fuck let this guy in? Like, you're gonna face. They sending in some. That's like them sending in a damn kid to face you. Like they feel like, okay, what you're saying is we're on the same level. We're not on the same level. So they're trying to compare him to an old man. That's how he feels. So this one dude goes at Luffy. I mean, this dude's big as shit. And what I did like was this little filler thing where he's throwing these punches at him. Now, it did get to the point where I was like, damn, he threw a little too many punches. Like, he should have threw maybe 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? They had him throw, maybe 4. They had him throw like 20 of them. And Luffy just, just like this, dodging the shit out of him. And then he takes him and just slams him to the ground. They're like, damn, maybe this old guy really ain't that bad. But they got another old guy in his name, Don Chinjao, right? And he's a legend, so they let him get away with it because they already know his feats. They cut around showing different people. We got the Funk Brothers. You know, we got one of them. The Funk Brothers is named OG Funky Johnson. I mean, OG Bobby Johnson. That's one of the Funk Brothers' name. The other one, I forgot what's his name. I forgot what the other one's name. He's not important. We got this Don Chinjao, and he got two guys with him. We got these assassins. We got this one dude. He's a king, and he's a boxer. And he's there, boxing. Now, for the people that watch the anime, and they got this dude, this fake. It says he's a fake adventurer. His name is Orlumbus, which is kind of funny because I don't think they said it in the manga. It says he's a fake adventurer. So basically, they're saying he's a fake Christopher Columbus. I don't think they showed him in the manga that quick. I think it took him a while before they showed him. But in the manga, people that watch the manga, read the manga, we finally get to see what these people look like, in color and things of that nature. People in the anime, they get to get acquainted with some of these combatants. Some of them's cool, some of them's not, whatever. We finally get a sky view of the island. It looks like kind of like a wasteland. I do like seeing the area. Now we cut into the tournament finally. Now there's a big ass motherfucker with a bag on his head, and he's in the first round of the tournament. They explain how it works. They got cell block A, cell block B, what they call it, block C, D, whatever. It's 4 blocks. They it's a free fall. The person who wins, they go into the finals or whatever. So it's gonna be what, 8 people? It should have been 8 people, I think, or could have been 8 people at the finals or something like that. Anyway, that's how that worked. They explain how that worked. And then they had this. Now, like I told you, the pacing picks up and it gets better. It gets interesting. It's not a lot of story progression. Just it's just a little bit of excitement, especially seeing Luffy lay these motherfuckers out and get his respect. And then he goes ahead and get this little. He finds out that you can use almost any weapon as long as it's not a projectile. That means no guns, or even Usopp, he wouldn't be able to use a slingshot because it's a projectile weapon. So he goes ahead to the armory and gets his armor on. Then they get to the slow part that I was talking about. They bring out Cavendish. Cavendish is actually yo, what's up, Hughes? The pace is really slow. Look, I think the pacing picks up in the middle, but like I said, in the beginning was slow, and then at the end, like this is the part I was talking about with Cavendish. He comes in. He's a cool character. I like him overall. But then they showed him walking through this damn hallway, and it took him a year to get through the hallway. All you see is girls passing out. You see about 10 girls pass out, and then he finally shows up, and he says that there's a weight limit to the armor. So Luffy's gonna have to take off some of that armor. Excuse me. So Luffy's gonna have to take off some of that armor, and then they stop, with a little showing of Cavendish. Basically, just like I said throughout this video, the pacing at the beginning and at the end was slow as shit. The middle part was good in terms of just it being a how I want to say, like a transition. It's just like a transition. That ain't the proper term I'm looking for. Basically, it's just it's like a buffer episode, like what's in between things. Like we got this going on, and then we got nothing in between, but we gotta see what happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what this episode is. It's just like a buffer. It's better than last week. Last week I thought was terrible. It was just slow as shit. It was only 2 interesting parts on it or something like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 3. Like if I'd have heard about it, I would want to see this episode. Last episode I wouldn't even want to see. Like you just told me, yada yada yada. I'd have been cool with that. This I want to see what Lucy looks like. Now Lucy looks like. I want to see the combatants. I want to see how they look like in color, because a lot of times they look way different when they got color on them. I didn't know that. What you calling the king, the boxing dude, wore gold gloves. Just to see that stuff is interesting. So yeah, Basically, most of this episode, like the middle parts of it, was good, but it didn't really add nothing to the story. But the beginning was slow and the end was slow, and it was a whole lot of just filler. I mean, like walking down the hallway for 10 minutes type of filler. So yeah, this episode was just okay. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. I did enjoy the middle section. It was interesting. It did keep you entertained throughout the middle section. But like I said, the rest of it was slow as shit. So would you skip this episode? No, I wouldn't say skip it, but just be ready to maybe skip the beginning. Once they get to show Lucy, then you're good. So if you want to watch it, watch it. You should enjoy most of it, and that's pretty much it. 3 out of 5. Peace. Okay, let me get this stream off. Anime and manga means more guys dressing up like old men.